Okay, so today we're going deep on something a little different.
Oh.
We're doing a deep dive on a review of a book.
All right.
Yeah, so it's The Gap in the Game by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. And we're going to look and see if this idea of focusing on gains instead of gaps, if it's something that you could actually use in your life.
I like it.
And the review that we're looking at has both sides of this.
Yeah.
People who are really into it and people who are a little skeptical.
Interesting.
Let's unpack it.
Okay.
So what is this gap and gain thing?
Yeah. What is that all about?
So it's it really boils down to where you put your mental energy, you know? And the book is saying that if you focus on the gap between where you are and where you want to be,
Yeah.
it leads to being unhappy.
Oh, yeah.
But if you can switch that focus and look at all the progress you've made, the gains,
Right.
then you can be way more positive and motivated.
So instead of oh, I'm not where I want to be yet, it's hey, look how far I've come.
Yeah, exactly.
Get just staying.
I think that our brains are just naturally wired to be negative.
Yeah. Always looking at what's wrong.
Yeah.
What's missing.
Exactly. And that can keep you stuck
Oh, for sure.
in a cycle
Yeah.
of always being dissatisfied.
Yeah, I should be doing more.
Yes.
I should have this by now.
Exactly. And the review actually highlights how rewiring this tendency to focus on the gains can benefit you in so many ways.
Really?
Yeah, boosted self-esteem,
Oh, wow.
increased productivity,
Okay.
even greater happiness.
Mm.
It talks about a story of this woman who felt super stuck in her career.
Mm-hmm.
And she was always comparing herself to others.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I know, and so she just felt inadequate, you know.
Yeah.
But when she started keeping this gratitude journal,
Oh, like a diary?
yeah, kind of, but she would list 3 things she was proud of every day.
Mm.
And her perspective totally changed.
Wow.
Yeah, she got way more confident.
Good for her.
I know, and she actually ended up finding a job that was perfect for her.
That's awesome.
As a really good example
Yeah.
of how just changing your thinking a little bit can have a huge effect on your life.
Yeah, totally. It's you're training your brain to look for the good stuff, and that makes you more optimistic.
Right.
And then that helps you actually do more.
Exactly.
Get more done.
Makes you happier.
But there is that skeptical side too.
Right.
Is it always a good idea to just focus on the gains?
Right.
What about the gap?
Yeah.
Could focusing only on the gains make you complacent?
Oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah, less ambitious maybe.
Yeah, because you don't want to get so comfortable that you're not pushing yourself anymore, right?
Right, exactly. It's great to celebrate your wins.
Totally.
But you don't want to just stop there.
Right.
You got to keep growing.
What else did the skeptical reviewer say?
Well, they were saying is this too simple? Does it really apply to everybody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about people who are really competitive?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they need that gap to push them,
Yeah, the gap might be what actually motivates them.
Exactly.
That's true.
And sometimes you do have to focus on what's wrong,
Yeah.
to fix it.
Right. If you're trying to solve a problem, you have to look at the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So it seems like it's all about finding the right balance.
Yeah.
You don't want to ignore the areas where you can improve, but you also want to recognize how far you've come. So you're not constantly beating yourself up.
I think that's the key.
Yeah.
It's not about pretending everything's perfect.
Right.
It's just about choosing where you focus your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are going to be setbacks,
For sure.
challenges, things aren't always going to go your way.
Right.
But if you can look back and see how much you've accomplished,
Yeah.
that gives you the energy,
The motivation.
yeah, to keep going.
So for all of you listening out there,
Mm-hmm.
think about this shifting your focus to your gains
Yeah.
actually make you more motivated
Hmm.
and happier in your life.
I like that.
What if you started a gratitude journal like that woman in the story?
Yeah.
Or just started paying attention to your thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and every time you catch yourself being negative,
Yeah.
you switch it around.
Something positive.
Yeah, and focus on something that you've achieved.
I think it's worth a shot.
It really is.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn more about this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
definitely check out The Gap in the Game
Great book.
so that you can dive even deeper
Awesome.
into these ideas.
Love it.
Thanks for listening.